What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on PLTR stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this company. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here. At this point, right after we had this massive sell-off, right after their earnings report was released. And definitely right here at this very point, I've told you that we don't have enough confirmation from the swing traders position that this asset might have a bounce to the upside. And that's why I've told you that you have to be cautious with your short-term position. But at this very point, I've told you that the ranges of roughly $7 mark is a very attractive range for you to invest your money for the long term in this company. And definitely, as you can see, we had on the next couple of sessions, we had movement to the downside. And it hit about $6.5 mark and went higher for 2 sessions. And for now, it's up by 27, almost 28%. Definitely a huge bounce to the upside. And I have to say that the volume is quite significant because it is much higher than we had previously at the beginning of April and at the end of March. And definitely this movement to the upside might be the initial first wave to the upside, and this might be the real bottom. But we have to be very cautious, and in my technical analysis I will show you what should we expect next. But for now, let's continue with the news. And let me show you not the actual news, but this information. We are on fintel.io. And this is the list of institutional investors in Palantir. And green rows indicate new positions, red rows indicate closed positions. And for now we have basically more green rows than red ones, but I don't want to dive deep into the minor positions. I want to show you this one. If you press on reported value, you will find that, let me show it to you, right here, the biggest companies invested in Palantir. And here are 2 main ones, BlackRock and Vanguard. And right here, as you can see, they just filed new data, and one of them filed on May the 12th, and another one just yesterday on May 13th. And let me show you that they added their position by 158.71% and 22.41%. And the total value that these 2 companies have is more than $5 billion in Palantir. And I have to say that only this recent increase in their position added at least $2 billion in Palantir. And it is a huge sign that this asset is very attractive. Because when retail investors sell their position, smart money collect the steam and increase their position, and it is extremely important. And on top of this information, if you divide the value of their position by number of shares, you will find that these 2 companies has about $13.7 as their average price in Palantir, and it is much higher than the current range. And I have to say that this is also a very good sign that if you want to invest in this asset, if you want to add to your position, the current price is very attractive from the fundamental standpoint. On top of that, let me show you that we have a lot of price targets from analysts, and not all of them are quite bullish. And let me show you that Citigroup lowered its price target from $10 to $7 on May the 10th. And it is the downside potential of about 6.17%. But let me show you this information. On fintel.io, if you try to find Citigroup, you will see that on May the 12th, and it is also the filed date, not the actual date of their deal, they increased their position, increased their long position. They added about 188.54% to their position, and they increased their call position by 127.27%. Definitely this sign shows that despite of this price target of $7, they added their position and they increased their long position with this asset. And definitely it is a very good sign, but you have to be cautious because we have a lot of articles that are not so bullish. And let me show you this article. We are on motleyfool.com and this article was published right after the earnings report, and it's titled "Is Palantir Technologies stock a buy?" And the key points are following. Palantir's mixed Q1 earnings report disappointed investors. Its government business is slowing down, margins are declining, and it provided soft guidance for the second quarter. The stock still isn't cheap enough to be considered a value play. And if you read these key points, definitely you might decide that Palantir is not the greatest company and you have to probably get rid of your position. But all in all, this article just shows you the sentiment of the author, and definitely it is not related to the company in general, because all in all Palantir is a very good company and they have very good numbers despite of some headwinds related to their government customers. In my opinion, it is still very attractive from the fundamental standpoint, and definitely for the long-term perspective Palantir is amazing company. And let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, as I already mentioned on my previous video, we formed another lower low, and definitely we have this point as our lowest point, because we have this bounce to the upside that past all these swing highs on the previous sessions. And definitely when this asset will have a retracement, and it should happen in upcoming sessions, you will be able to enter your swing trade position, but you have to put your stop loss slightly below this previous bottom. In this case, your downside potential will be limited by about depending on your entry price, 17 to maybe lower, maybe 10% of downside potential, but the upside potential will be massive, and at least we should hit the $9.5 or $10 mark as our psychological number. But also the major previous swing high is right here at $14.89, and even from our current price this asset has about 79% of upside potential, and the downside potential even from the current range is about 23%. This means more than 3.3 to 1 risk to reward ratio is very attractive from the fundamental standpoint. But if we will go deeper, your downside potential might be up to 13%, but the upside potential becomes more lucrative, and it might be up to 100%. This means almost 9.1 to 1 risk to reward ratio is even more attractive from the swing traders standpoint. That's why you can accumulate all the way down, and this will give you very attractive average price. But if you want to invest in this asset, just accumulate on every daily red candle. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stay